You're watching Fox 45 Morning News. All local, all morning.
You can't just post some pictures and hope for the best. We have a real estate expert you may have seen on TV showing us the small changes we can make to get our homes ready to sell fast. You may have seen him on HGTV. If you're putting your home on the market anytime soon, you are definitely going to want to hear his advice this morning. Real estate broker Jason Mandel is here with some do's and don'ts for sellers who are looking to attract the right buyer. So it starts, of course, with getting your home ready.
It does, and we're about to enter the fall market, which historically is one of the best times of the year to put your home for sale. And, some do's and don'ts, you do want to prepare to present the home like a luxury product, regardless of price range. Homes that are properly presented, statistics show nationally, sell for 6.9% higher and in 50% less time. So if you think of a house that's $500,000, that's a difference of like $35,000.
Absolutely. When you're talking about that kind of money in your pocket, it's crazy not to do some of the things that you suggest.
Yeah, of course. Clutter eats the equity of your home. And you want to take the extra time to make sure the home's ready instead of just sticking a sign in the front yard, taking some iPhone photos and putting it on the internet and hoping for the best.
Right.
The second tip is really, try to be your own buyer. Be educated and informed as to what's going on in your own neighborhood in terms of price statistics and trends, and then find an agent who can gather a bunch of experts to give you a valuation range. And ask to see the criteria that those agents use to form their valuation opinion, instead of just pulling a number out of the air or somewhere else.
Right, and taking their word for it. You want to know exactly how they came to that number.
Of course.
An estimation.
Yeah, and the third tip that I have is with your broker or with your agent, prepare a calendar of all the important dates, milestones, and marketing activities so you're never really in the dark, and make sure everyone is on the same page. I work with a lot of sellers that had their homes on the market before with other companies or other agents and were unsuccessful in selling, and you'd be surprised how many of these sellers really were completely in the dark and had no idea what was going on with their home.
Yeah, you want to feel like you're really taking an active role in the process of selling your home.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the milestones that would be on that calendar, for instance?
There's a lot.
I love this idea, by the way. I just want to get into it a little more. So what would you put on there that are the big hot points to hit on?
Yeah, of course. So the big date is your go live date. That's when the property is launched online, you have your first open house. But there's a lot of activities that happen before that go live date, meaning the photography, getting the home staged and getting it cleaned, having your print materials ordered, like the brochures and stuff like that. Here's when the photo shoot is going to be. So the days leading up to that, we want to make sure that everything gets cleaned and get the house ready. And then when you have that go live date, okay, here's where we are. Here's where we are on the calendar. Here's the open house right after that. Now, after that, what can we expect? What is the marketing that's going to be taking place? What type of advertisements can we expect? And what else are you going to be doing for me, during the process?
Absolutely. I love some of the befores and afters that we've been seeing as you've been talking, Jason, too. And obviously, it really hits home, the point about clutter. There's some that, show the kitchen counter before, regular lighting, those photos from your iPhone that you're talking about, and then the after with the staging and the proper lighting and the right photography, using the right lens. Do you recommend everyone hire a professional photographer to take pictures of their home?
Absolutely. When I first got into this business, the first experience a buyer would have with someone's home is when they would come through the open house on a Sunday or come through the showing. But today, with the internet, the first experience a buyer is going to have is when they're sitting on their couch with their laptop, and they're going to be on websites like Zillow or Redfin or Trulia, and they're going to be scrolling through, and, I do this for a living, and I can read the paragraphs, I can read the descriptions, but the first thing I look for are the photos.
Absolutely.
And the buyers are the same way.
They really tell the story. Some great advice. I love it. Thanks for being here this
morning. My pleasure.
Morning.
Have
really
a great
good
weekend.
Stuff. Absolutely. Thank you.